Hi friends. Today we're going to talk about the perfume Creed Viking from the House of Creed. Now this perfume, I had a sample of this. I bought it around maybe a year or 2 years back. It's been lying in my drawer, and I tried it once back in the day when I bought it, maybe 2 years, 1.5 years back, and I just kept it back. It was nice, it was pleasant, but it didn't, engage with me a lot. Now you rewind the time 2 years down, I bought another bottle of Creed Viking cologne. Now that one impressed me very well. Okay, I was smitten with it, bowled over by the smell. It's also become one of my signature scents, Creed Viking cologne. And then I went and revisited that sample that I had, a 2 ml sample of Creed Viking. And then somehow the perfume started making a connection with me, and I had to go after a bottle. So a friend of mine, he has given me a tester. So the batch of this is F, I think 000512. Okay, if that makes any adds any value to your buying process. So let's look at how the perfume is, how it performs, and is it really worth a buy or not. Before we go into the notes, just looking at the bottle, I don't have the cap yet. I just ordered a 3D printed cap. It's yet to reach me, but it's a nice looking bottle. I like the imagery here of a ship showing the Vikings going off for an adventure. Nice looking color, and around the sides. So a decent presentation. I'm sure if you get the retail presentation, it's going to look even more awesome. And looking at the notes of this perfume right from the Creed website, in the top notes we have bergamot, lemon, orange, peppermint, pink, peppercorn, and absinthe. Okay, I didn't know that absinthe was there. Okay, in the middle notes we have clove, jasmine, some fresh florals, lavender, orris, butter, and some rose. And in the base notes there's cedarwood, tonka bean, vetiver, and white musk. So a lot of notes over here, and from the notes you feel that it's going to be a fresh, aromatic, and a little bit woody. Now Creed Viking, it says that this bottle is to embody the fearless spirit of boundless exploration for the modern man who goes against the grain. So something modern, so someone who goes against the grain, not traditional, and inspired by Vikings, longships. So it's talking about adventure. It's voyage. It's perseverance. So these are the concepts behind designing this particular perfume. Now let's spray and see how it feels like and smells. I love the sprayer of this. You saw the juice, very wide angle, and a lot of I would say perfume was sprayed. These kind of sprayers do impress me. So very good sprayer. Right off the start, you do get a lot of, I would say, spiciness and mint. Okay, so I do get a lot of spiciness and mint in the start, and it's also aromatic. You know that the aromatics are going to come in anytime, but it's not yet there. And in the start, for the first, I would say 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you don't feel that it's going to become a barbershop scent, right? For the first, I think 5 minutes or so, it's more about that minty, spicy. I can even get a little bit of bergamot over here. A nice, pleasing opening, I would say. It's not a harsh opening, it's a pleasing opening. It's a good opening. What happens after 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes? These ones, I think, settle down. The the mint, the geranium, which is giving that spiciness, that lowers down a little bit, and then the lavender starts picking up. And when that happens, then you start getting this barbershop fougere kind of a feel to the particular perfume. So an interesting take on barbershop fougere scents. It is a little bit modern. Initially, when I got that sample, I thought that it was a little bit outdated, but I have to take back my thoughts. Now I feel it is a barbershop, but it is a little bit modern as well. And then what happens in the dry down, the slight mintiness, that spiciness, and the aromatics, they all blend into a nice scent. And that scent is very, very pleasing, and it just carries on towards the end. Some woodiness gets in. I don't get a lot of musk, and I completely miss the absinthe note. Maybe I should buy a bottle and then try to see whether it is smelling like absinthe. But right now I don't. I cannot make any association with that. But anyway, overall nice barbershop fougere scent. It is classy, I would say. It can be a signature scent. It's got that kind of profile, and though it leans towards mature gentleman, I think there's enough here to interest a young audience as well. Okay, so I think a job well done. There is definitely some bit of modernity to it. Now let's look at the performance of this particular scent. So this scent has been the scent of my day today. I wore it in the morning at around I would say 11 a.m. when I went to office, and the time now is 5 p.m. It's 6 hours, and I've been wearing this even yesterday and the day before that just to test the longevity and the sillage and the projection. I would say it's a little bit above average. It's not a beast at all, and it's not average as well. It's slightly, I'd say, above average. On my skin, I get around 4 hours of performance. It lasts for around 4 hours on my skin. That's the longevity. On my clothes, it lasts for maybe 6 hours to 8 hours, where the scent is still emanating from it. But after 8 hours, it just dies down completely on my clothes. You can still pick it up the next day, but it's not pushing out from your clothes at all. So longevity, I would say, again, just above average. On skin around 4 hours, on clothes around 6 to 8 hours, where it's still pushing out. Now when it comes to the projection and the sillage, that's where I find this to be a little bit disappointing. It's definitely above average. It's a little bit better than average. But given the name of this particular scent, it says Viking, adventure, voyage, a lot of words have been put in. So I felt that it should have been a little bit more wild and a little bit more loud, because the scent profile is beautiful. I do have a bottle of Creed Viking cologne. Now that for me performs very, very well. I can get a nice scent bubble around me for close to 3 hours, and even after that I can still pick it up and it goes on. But this one, after I would say 1.5 or 2 hours, the scent bubble starts coming into that person, and it doesn't project enough. For the first 1 hour, I feel it's really good. If you go multiple sprays, then there is going to be a bubble of around 1 to 1.5 feet around you. But after the 2 hour mark, it's going to start sitting closer towards the skin. That's why I feel this one could have performed a little bit better. But having said that, since it's not a loud monster or a projection beast, this one will make a very good office scent. And if you want to go to a meeting and you spray this on, it's just going to be the right amount of projection. It's not going to be unnoticed. It's going to be there, but it's not going to be pushy as well. And it's got a very classy, mature but modern smell to it. So in a way, I feel it's a good thing that it's not projecting so much, but I just wish, it had projected a little bit more because the name Viking, the scent profile is so nice. I just want to smell it more around me. When it comes to the occasions to wear, this can be your signature scent actually. I mean, it's a very nice scent, unique take on, barbershop fragrances, fougere fragrances. It can be a signature scent that I like. Creed Viking cologne, I like this as well. Probably they might, if I layered them together, it's going to smell even better. So it is a signature worthy scent, which means that you can make this your, everyday go-to fragrance. Otherwise, I think it suits formal occasions and even casual occasions. It's a versatile scent, I feel. And when it comes to the seasons, I feel it's versatile as well. So in a way, it's very accessible. You can wear it anytime, casually, even formally, any day of the year, any time in a day. So very, very versatile scent. Now, age groups, like I said earlier, this one, it is a little bit mature leaning, but I feel there is some modernity to it as well. It's not very, very old school. So people from 25 onwards and above can definitely go for this particular fragrance. Is it blind buy worthy? I would say no, because these kind of scents you need to try them, because there is some complexity. There's that mintiness in the start, there's a spiciness, so it's not an outright barbershop scent, though it later develops into one, but maybe the opening might be not likable for some. That's why it's always better to I'd say sample this and then buy it. Now, if you have a choice between Creed Viking cologne and Creed Viking, which one should you buy? I would say buy Creed Viking cologne, okay, because that one I feel it's more sparkly. There's no mint there, and it doesn't get too spicy. It's more fruity in the top, more citrusy, and then it settles down into this kind of a profile. But that performs a little bit more. That gets more compliments, I feel. This also has got a compliment factor. It's not a displeasing scent, but Creed Viking cologne, will get you more compliments. Even you can feel the scent around you for a long time. And even if you take the scent Tom Ford Beau de Jour, even that is a nice scent. Given a choice between Viking and Beau de Jour from Tom Ford, I would pick Beau de Jour. Again, because that's more creamy, it's a very good performer as well. But having said that, if you have the money and if you like barbershop fragrances, then you can definitely buy this. It's a modern, nice take, high quality fragrance, blended very well. So up to you. But again, I'd say sample it first and then decide to make the leap, because this bottle is expensive. Do let me know what you think about this particular fragrance. Put down a comment and please like and subscribe. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.